So the latest, the mayor of New York has extended a citywide curfew as more looting erupted in Midtown Manhattan. Thousands of extra officers were sent to areas where there was particularly violent damage to property. The governor of New York says violent protesters obscure the righteousness of their message. Well, now that's a snapshot of scenes from Washington. Protesters there at a peaceful rally were forced off the streets with tear gas and stun grenades just minutes before President Trump was due to speak from the White House. He warned that if the unrest continues, he said he'll do whatever it takes to stop the chaos.
Recent days, our nation has been gripped by professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters, Antifa, and others. Today, I have strongly recommended to every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them.
Trump's words didn't go down well with several governors who condemned his remarks as inflammatory and dangerous. Next today, then, RT America's Farron Franczak. She was there just before the protesters were moved on.
Before there was hundreds around this afternoon, now there are at least thousands here in front of the White House. I want to talk about the people that are here in front of me right now. We have a lot of young, old, black, white, brown, all together standing in unity saying that they want a peaceful protest. Now, Trump is calling on state and local leaders to crack down on these and get tougher on protesters, actually unloading on governors earlier today, calling them, quote, weak. Now, Mayor Muriel Bowser has called in the entire D.C. National Guard, which is made up of about 1,700 soldiers to help control these protests. Metro Police arrested 18 people ranging from 18 to 34 years old, and they're also putting pictures out on social media with images of people caught on security footage asking for the public's help in identifying them. Now today, President Donald Trump met with Attorney General Bill Barr, who actually took a step outside on the grounds here in between all of the Metro Police, the Park Police, and the D.C. National Guard to take a look at what was going on with the protesters. He's also the one that's fast-tracking the investigation into George Floyd. Now, I've been here with protesters all afternoon. I will say they have been wanting to remain very peaceful. There was a couple skirmishes between a couple protesters going over that barricade, and some police actually spraying them down, telling them they had to stay behind that barricade. Now, taking a look behind me, I want you to see there is these different lines. If you can see through these protesters, where you're going to have your line of D.C. police, but now it looks like the National Guard and the military police are actually on that front line now.
And Yoshita Singh, PTI correspondent.